All right, so let's go ahead and get this started. So what we have right now, we have a couple of high impact news that's going to be happening throughout the week. So first on Tuesday, no high impact news on Monday. I don't know. I've heard there was a holiday today. I don't know what country or where. No, I'm joking. Memorial Day, of course. But today we might not be expecting so much movement in the markets. That's not a reason I would say for you not to trade it, because I'm still going to trade regardless. But yeah, we have Memorial Day weekend, obviously, so it's going to be a little bit slower in the markets. Tuesday, obviously, well, not obviously, it's not common knowledge, but we have Governor Pelosi speaks for Canadian news. We have in New Zealand dollar news, financial stability report, Australian dollar news at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time with private capital expenditure. US dollar GDP. This is something that you want to watch for. You could possibly get some type of movement in the market. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Tell us what is in it.
It just started. I just started like not even long ago. I literally just started. You're good. All right, and then we have Federal Chairman Powell. He's going to be speaking regarding U.S. dollar at 9 a.m. So you could expect that on Friday. Some movement in the Canadian dollar and the U.S. dollar, and then I'm guessing that's the Chinese yen. Manufacturing PMI. So that's basically like for Chinese yen, but that's on Saturday. So you don't even trade on Saturdays. So yeah. Yeah, it's awesome. No, you got it perfect. I literally just started.
Yes, said Jack.
All right, so that is the high impact news. Of course, just for those who may not know, you can come over here and check out the other different news forecasts that there is. There's low impact news, there's medium impact. I usually just look at high impact because there are some times news events that will literally just change the direction of the market, because that's fundamentals, right? Like fundamentals tell you exactly which way the market tends to flow. So if I apply my filter, you'll be able to see all the news events. Like, there's a lot of different news events, but for me personally, these small news, like the yellow and orange folders, I really don't pay attention to them. It's the red folders that I definitely pay attention to the most. So with that being said, I just have it as when I have these folders. That's all I like to have when it comes to these news events. And like I said, this is just for throughout the week. So that's what I always like to look at first and foremost. Oh, no problem. Thank you. Appreciate that. All right, so let's get to the charts. I always start off with the DXY because I usually like trading throughout the New York session, and I trade a lot of USD pairs. So I love checking out the DXY. That's the first thing that I look at, because that will be able to determine what flow I'm looking for the other pairs to go. So I've been talking about since like last week, I wanted price to come and break through this RSI line, because as long as price was above here, price was bullish. And so now we got this sell signal a couple candles ago, a couple days ago, which was on the 20th. And what I wanted price to do after that, which I'm very grateful it did. Oh, hold on. Full screen this. All right. So I wanted to, let me get rid of this. Yes. I wanted price to come up. Oops, way too far out. So from here, I wanted price to come up to retest this RSI line. And now what I'm expecting price to do is continue going bearish. This is what I want to see overall for the US dollar. I wanted to see it going bearish as a continuation from this sell right here. Let me push this down and this as well. Now, what I want to really kind of see is this level pro. Let me actually enlarge it so you guys can see it. What I want to see is these two lines cross through ground zero. I don't know why I've always been calling it the zero line. Like all I really needed to do was go and look at the setups, and this was ground zero. Now, I should have seen that like months ago, but we're not talking about that. But yeah, so I definitely expect price, or what I want to see the level pro do is cross through ground zero, so that will confirm a sell, because this isn't confirmed yet officially. Same thing when you look at the level pro. We have, and I'll show you guys what these lines are on the level pro for my personal settings. I have the RSI line, the arbitrage, and the Z, right? And so the RSI line is this like black line right here that you're seeing that's under. So that's one line that's down there that's showing a good confirmation for me. But I would really want to see either the Z or the arbitrage to cross over to ground zero, so that will confirm a sell as well. But right now, my bias right now is for the US dollar to fall. Been talking about this for weeks now that I want it to fall, especially with all the fundamentals and everything like that. So this is exactly what I want to see. We've gone the price gone up. Now I want to see it drop some. So let me go look on the 4-hour time frame, see what that looks like. So currently on the 4-hour, it looks like price does probably want to go bullish. But what I like that happened was price came and rejected off of this mean line right here, which price is using that as a resistance. So, and it kind of matches up with what exactly I have right here. It's just right here is just pointing at this RSI line. But if price doesn't, so long as price doesn't break through this mean line, I do believe that it should continue going bearish. Because we see how we have this sell right here, right? We never got the retest. Price just ended up just going down. But then if, like I said, as long as price holds up right here, that's a good retest for it to continue going down. And also, for those who know about Fibonacci use, I'll draw this out right here, just to draw the Fibonacci. And price did come in contact around the 61.8 area. Now, I'm not saying that up over here at 100, which is where the possible order block may be at 100.05, for price to come up here and drop, especially where that'll be relatively close to where the upper danger zone is. I wouldn't be surprised if price goes up there and then drops, because that's something that price likes to do, right? It likes to, so let's say for instance you came up here and you placed a sell. What the market makers would probably want to do is come up, hit your stop loss, and then end up dropping. Because I'm pretty sure a lot of people have experienced that, right? That happens like every week basically. The markets tend to do that. If you think that, oh, price is gonna stop right here, it might go up a little more and then end up dropping. Happens a lot, especially to me. But anyways, like I said, I wouldn't be really too surprised to see the US dollar pull up to the upper danger zone and then end up dropping. So that's something that you want to watch out for. So safest thing to do would be to wait for those obviously that have the arbitrage ban. For you would be to wait for price to cross over on the 4-hour RSI line, and then you could go ahead and confirm that, okay, the US dollar is bearish. All right. Any questions? Any questions on that? I need right here. No questions? All right, sounds good. Let's go on to Euro USD, because that's what I always go to right after the DXY, because it's literally like, well, not literally, but it's the exact opposite. So this is in currency form where a lot more people are able to trade it, right? So let's go on the daily time frame. All right, so and if you guys can hear that, sorry, my wife has her friends over. But so what price is done on Euro USD is came and broken through the RSI line. It didn't necessarily come to retest it, but it's in that general area, like I had mentioned on Friday when I posted up those charts. And so what I really want to see still happen is for price to go bullish. And it matches up with the DXY going bearish, because if the DXY is going bearish, then Euro USD is bullish. So I do expect price. I still want to see price come a little lower. It'd be ideal for price to come a little lower so I can get a better risk to reward on this trade. But what I'm looking for on Euro USD, as long as this holds, is something like this. Because that would make my risk to reward a lot better than if I were to buy up here. But like I said, I might not get that entry, and if I don't, then hey, I might enter a little bit later. But just like how I said with the DXY, what could be very much possible is for price. Let me get my other arrow. Is for price, instead of just to come to this RSI line, instead of coming right here, it'll come all the way down to the lower danger zone, fake people out for the sell, and then end up going higher, which is something that I always like to watch out for. But like I said, once you have your confirmations like these, then you could like say, okay, well, this looks steady, because look at over here, same thing as on the DXY on the arbitrage Z, we have that price is currently, for the RSI line at least, is over ground zero, but we still have the arbitrage and the Z lines, they still haven't crossed over yet. So that's something I want to watch out for. But for the RSI line right here, I mean, not for the RSI line, for the level pro, RSI line is already above, and the arbitrage line is like basically is right there. It just needs to break out a little more. So I have high confidence that this is going to go into a buy. I have very high confidence in that. On the 4-hour time frame, just what my drawing will look like. Yeah, I like how this like I said, I wanted to possibly come down to retest on this mean line. I mean, because it's already down here, it's already under the RSI line, so why not just come down a little lower? That's what I always like to say, is like for the best type of entry possible. So that, yeah, I just probably would like to see price come down a little lower. Let me actually see what the Fibonacci on that looks like. I like using Fibonacci a lot, if you haven't noticed. Yeah, it matches up right with the 61.8, but like I mentioned, wouldn't be surprised if price came down over here before going bullish. But I definitely like if price would come down to touch this mean line to continue going bullish. So that's what I see overall on Euro USD. I wanted to keep buying, especially after the signal that it gave for the buy. Things are lining up. This is my ideal setup to get into this trade. Yeah, that's exactly what I want to see on that. And the thing, I don't know, the thing about the DXY and Euro USD has just been so, it's still, I can't not see this. I really can't. It's just in between these two like levels of support. I can't like not see it ever. It's just super obvious for price to just probably come down here again after hitting here, come down here again. It's just ranging. So it's not that I don't I don't trust the setup because I really do. Like, I think this is for sure gonna buy. It's just that I won't be surprised to see if price comes down here and then goes up. Like, it's just, it looks like it's too cool for it not to happen. You get me? But anyways, let's go on to GPUSD. And if there's any pairs that anybody wants to go over, you can go ahead and put that in the chat. I'll go ahead and take a look at those before I get off. I want to get as much as these done as possible so that I can hop on Payton's if he's gonna do his. Are you gonna do yours, Payton?
Yeah, probably a little later.
I did not hear that. My bad. What was that?
I said I'm gonna do mine probably later.
Okay, cool, awesome. Cool. All right, so now what I would want to see for GU, I know that that in the arbitrage group we had saw that GBP USD sell on the 1 hour, and I do kind of agree with it. On this hourly time frame, I do definitely see price potentially even coming back up here a little more just to fake people out and then go go bearish. Low key. USD Jpy, got it. Definitely going to take a look at that. That's definitely on the list. But yeah, I don't know. I have this feeling that GPUSD is going to keep going bearish, especially even on the daily time frame. Like last week, I had mentioned that price was oversold, and rightfully so. Price ended up going bullish, but I still have this feeling that it's going to keep dropping lower. Like nothing, even on these indicators down here, are telling me that it wants to go up a little higher. But we could possibly like I said, I would really rather get a price coming up here to try out and break this compass and momentum line, these blue and red lines here, before making a decision if it wants to go lower. Because what I wouldn't be totally against price coming down here to make like a double bottom on the daily time frame before going bullish. I'm not really totally against that theory, because that's something that I've been looking out for a while now. And this kind of looks like a bullish flag, but it's at the same time, it's a bearish flag. It's just, those are just like price action patterns or market structure patterns, whatever you want to call them, patterns in general. But that's something that I've just been looking at. I'm like, I'm not against that. And especially since this is giving a sell signal, this could still potentially keep going lower. Nothing is telling me to buy. As of right now, nothing's telling me to buy. If you go in the 4 hour, same thing. Boom, it already gave that sell signal right here. So what could potentially happen? Price gives like a full candle up to the 4 hour or another wick, keep dropping. That's something I totally see happening. I know this is not necessarily sidetracking. I don't consider it sidetracking, but if you go to the BXY, which is the Great Britain Pound Index, you can see it looks exactly like GPUSD. Except obviously you have the gaps in price and everything like that. But we can see that price is still going bearish and everything's pointing down. We can wait and see what the opening candle at 7 a.m. Central Standard Time is going to be, so that we can see exactly where this opens at. But yeah, I think GBP USD along with the other GBP pairs are going to keep dropping. But let's go back to GBP USD. For our time frame, yeah, this is what I'm looking at probably if I were to get into GBP USD, like even as early as tonight. Because man, like I said, I'm not too sure if I'm gonna have that rule of, I'm not gonna trade on Sundays, because sometimes Sundays are my best days. Sundays and Mondays are sometimes my best days. I've seen great results from those days. And sometimes Fridays are my worst days, which is exactly the point where I say I'm probably not going to have that role. But anyways, yeah, want to see price come up a little bit more, then drop. Possibly come down low, come as low as 1.20902. Come and make a double bottom, something like this right here. And then we could possibly see some type of reaction over here. That's what I would definitely want to see on G. I'm sorry, what was that? Awesome. I'm going to go ahead and mute your mics, but if you do want to go ahead and say something, don't be afraid to speak up and ask. And awesome, I like that you like that, because that's all I see right now on GU. So let's go ahead and take a look at USD Jpy. I was going to do, for some odd reason, UCAD first. No, I'm joking. I'm in that trade. Or actually, I think I got kicked out on market open, if I'm being 100% honest. Well, that's weird. I gotta figure that. I'll figure that out. Anyways, I'm still cooking up in this. All right, so USD Jpy. Let me look at the daily time frame actually, because I'm not against this buying, but at the same time, if I'm gonna see the US dollar start to drop, then I kind of want to see this drop at the same time. And so me seeing this calling for a buy off of this candle is kind of confusing. It's just really interesting to me. But at the same time, price is respecting this mean line right here that's dropping through. So what I'm thinking is price may come again a little higher to touch this mean line and then drop. That's what I would ideally want to see on USD Jpy, because like I said, it just doesn't sit well with me that price is like USD Jpy is going bullish, but when the US dollar is losing strength. And then let me just check real quick the JXY. I never look at this thing, but I just want to see something. Okay, so for the past couple of days, it's been in consolidation based. You know what? Let me get Heikenhashi candles. Okay, I'll take a look at that. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and mute your mic, I believe. What's going on, Michael? What do you have any questions?
No, I just got on, so I'm trying to catch up. I've been busy all morning.
Oh yeah, I get you, man. I get you.
Because I worked till 1:30 this morning. I got up about noontime, so and then I had to go to the stores. So
I feel that.
Busy. I just got.
Yeah. Hey man, well I appreciate you for getting on. But if you have any questions, I'm gonna go ahead and mute you right now. But if you have any questions, just go ahead and let me know. All right? You go ahead and unmute yourself, ask, or write it in the chat, whatever one rather suits you. But anyways, so looking at these Heikenhashi candles, so that these could actually be filled out a little bit more. It looks like the Japanese yen is going bearish as well. Like it's been dropping for the past couple of days. And the US dollar has been dropping for the past couple of days. So it just makes me wonder why, like, is the Japanese yen losing more strength than the dollar, which is making the dollar increase, or what? Because that's the only thing that I could really think of if I'm going based off of the Japanese yen currency index, right? But like I said, I want to see UJ. I personally want to see USD JPY drop, but it's calling for a buy. It's calling for a buy, and it looks like everything is set for a buy. So if price does end up breaking through this mean line, I might actually go for a buy. Like it's an obvious uptrend from up here to right there, so going up. So yeah, that's what I have to say about that. Not really something I'm going to be looking to watch for it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It looks like it's going to go for one. Doesn't look bad for a buy at all. But like I said, want to see how it'll react to this mean line, because I mean it's not even that far away. Currently, that mean line is only 30 pips away, so I'd rather wait and see if price is going to come back up to break through it. Because if it does, then I'm like, okay, yeah, there you go. Then I press buy. But if not, then it's going to probably drop some more. All right. Any questions on USD JPY? All right, no questions? Cool. All right, let's go to USD CAD, Peyton favorite. Oh. Awesome, no problem. Well, bro, hey, I'm in this trade. I'm not gonna lie to you. I am definitely in this trade. I like this sell that it gave, and then right now it's currently retesting this I had actually bought at, let me tell you where I sold at. Probably, bro, I don't doubt it, to be honest, because I got in at 1.40447. So this is where I got it on this trade. Where is my favorites bar? That's weird. All right, whatever. I can't find my favorites bar. But anyway, I got in at 1.40447. Right at here. Right around, well, that's 448. But anyways, I got in right there. Prices dropped, but then it came back up a little bit. So price is currently up here. I would definitely love to see. Oh, wow. The you are sharing your screen thing was blocking my favorite bar. That's funny. But anyway, I would love to see price continue going down. Like I said, this is a long-term trade. I wouldn't be surprised if price came back up to stop me out of the trade, but that's okay. I've taken partial profits and I am in a risk-free trade, so that's what I want to look for, right? So yeah, that's just USD CAD 4-hour time frame. I believe that it called for the buy, and then this is where I'm pretty sure Peyton's like, you're about to get stopped out. But anyways, I do want to see price break through this RSI line that's right here. But we have the break, probably a retest. Price could potentially keep going higher. So I'm watching the 4-hour more than I'm watching the daily time frame to see what might happen, because if I do start to see price push up, then I'm going to get out the trade and take my profits. Wow, whatever. Hater alert. No, I'm joking. But 1 hour looks beautiful. 1 hour looks actually amazing. It looks like on the 1 hour, which is probably what I got in on, if I'm not mistaken. Nah, I got it on the daily. Let me not lie. But yeah, the card for the overbought right here had made a double top. Price dropped. So definitely, this might be a good trade to get in tonight. Might see price break through the RSI line, retest, continuation to the downside. That might be a good trade for today. Let me see. The biggest UCAT hater ever. I love it. But yeah, hey, it pays me. Sometimes it does act up though. But yeah, I definitely want to see UCAT drop. Like it's all I see on this right now. Any questions on USD CAD? Okay, I'm doing great on time. But yeah, I had mentioned I'm getting in on this sell perfectly at this RSI line, retested it, taking it down. So let's go on to some tacos. Who got in on that sell though? Who got in on this sell and it's still moving? Oops, did not mean to do that. Took that sell, never looked back. I mentioned it. As soon as price came up right here, I'm like, I'm getting in this, not looking back. Price is still moving. It called for this first oversold on the arbitrage band, or this is actually the this, if I'm not mistaken, I forgot what the Atlas is. There you go, it's the RSI line. So in the RSI line, apparently, it does look like it's oversold, and it's looking like price is gonna come back up. And once over here it comes back up, that's when the darker red dollar sign will pop up, which will be oversold. So that's when I'll probably start to look for a retracement of some sort on USD Mexican. And when it goes one way, it goes one way for a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if price just kept dropping, because this is where I'm getting out the trade period once price gets down to 20, like the $20 area. So with that being said, or 20, technically it's 20 pesos, because 20 pesos is like 20, currently it's 22.66 pesos for $1 US. So technically this price is 22.60 pesos. But anyways, definitely I'm glad that I'm in this trade. Right now we're currently up from this trade that I called. Damn. I don't know if I don't think that is correct to say that that's 13,712 pips. I think that's 1,371, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know how to count USD Mexican pips, but I know it pays bills. That's all I know. It'd be paying bills. So glad I got into that trade. Let's see. Any questions on that? Let me go on to small time frames to see what it's doing. I mean, it's still going down. It's still going lower. Like, I don't even know. Like, look, price broke through here, still dropping. If you didn't get in this, then I would even try to get in right now. Might as well wait for this to set up for a buy, if anything, which, I mean, I'm not against trying to catch a buy on the reversal, but I don't know. I would personally wait for that. But any questions? Anybody have any questions, comments about USD Mexican? Dang, this thing is really dropping out here. I love it. All right, well, let's go on to Gdp Aud, because this is one of my favorite but worst GBP pairs to trade. It'll be playing games. I definitely still wanted it to buy, but apparently that's not what it wants to do. All right, no problem. Hope you have a good night. You can catch the rest of the recording. I'm posting it on Facebook and probably like in the next hour or so. Same thing as for on Telegram. So yeah, you go ahead and catch that later on. But GA still showing no signs of slowing down for this sell, and this has just been dropping like crazy ever since I called for that sell a couple weeks ago. It's wild. But yeah, this is what I've been saying that, I want to happen on the 4 hour, yada yada. Price doesn't ever want to do it because it hates me. I'm joking. But this is all I wanted from GA. They had one job: break, retest, retrace a little bit, then continue going down. But we might not even get that. Price literally just came to retest the RSI line and it came lower. So won't be surprised if GA continues dropping. Definitely won't be surprised, but price is at the RSI line is at the lower danger zone, so I don't really expect it to drop any lower. But let's see what happens. Gonna wait for. I'm gonna actually set up an alert on the 4-hour to tell me when price gets to the RSI line. So let me see something. Arbitrage. Shout out to Peyton for showing me this. So now I'm waiting for Gdp Aud to start crossing up. Or you know what? I'll just have it at crossing. Crossing the arbitrage band RSI line. So once it get there, then I could be able to be like, okay, let's see if price is gonna either A, break through it, or B, give me a sell entry so I could take this bad boy down. But I'm more in favor of price buying right now. I really want price to buy, but if it doesn't, then hey, it could sell or whatever it wants to do. So any questions on GA? No questions. All right, sounds good. I'm gonna go over a few more pairs. Oh, definitely gonna go over gold. Gonna go over the US indices, and I'm gonna go over what's the last one? Oh yeah, crypto. Crypto, of course. I've been sleeping on crypto, but I need to get back on analyzing it. I read a couple articles today regarding this 9,000 place that Bitcoin's at. Yep. Wait, has it already moved? If it's already moved, I'm gonna be like, damn. Oh yeah. This is exact, bro. If price goes and hits my 8,500 area, like I told you, I'm gonna be happy. But yeah, Bitcoin is already dropping. I have a sell limit at 8,500, but we'll talk about that later. Gonna go over Euro NZD. I want that 8,500 sniper, then jump up on Bitcoin. All right, so Euro NZD. Like I mentioned on Friday, I really would rather prefer price to come back up here one more time just to retest this RSI line before dropping some more. But other than that, I'm not really too much crazy over Euro NZD because ever since, I don't know how many of you guys remember this gap right here from a couple weeks ago, but ever since price has closed through this gap that was right here, which is literally this right here. Ever since prices closed that gap, it's just been like, okay, what's the next move? So, like I said, if price can come back up right here a little bit, retest this. It's already retested the mean line, but retest the RSI line, then I would have loved to see it drop some more. But we still are on the sell. If we're still realistically, we're still selling this price. If I come to the Atlas real quick. Oh, yeah, this is the weekly setups. This is what I do weekly. It's just I'm going over sorry, I was looking at Michael Wood's question. But yeah, I definitely on Sundays at 6, this is when I just look at like charts for the daily time frame. But if I do ever see if I'm analyzing price and I'm like, oh wait, we might actually be able to get a trade tonight, then I'll go ahead and drop that. But usually it's just on the daily and 4-hour I look. But yeah, Euro NZD, this might be potentially a sell. Like I said, if price can come back and touch the RSI line, which is what I would rather prefer it to do, come back up here, then start to drop. I would love that more than price just dropping off right here, but that is a huge possibility. So that's something that you would want to watch out for. Oh yeah, no problem, Michael Wood. Yeah, during the day, that's when I'll probably be like, okay, here's some trade ideas you guys can look at. Damn, Bitcoin really did its thing. But yeah, so let's see. Euro Ncd, yeah, would definitely just like price to come up a little bit more at the 1.798220 area and then drop. So, and so for that, what's another pair to look at? Euro Jpy. I'll look at some other AUD pairs later on, but I want to just get this. I don't want to go into deep into anything, but Euro JPY apparently it looks like the Japanese yen is showing weak. Either the Japanese yen is showing weakness right now during Tokyo session, or the euro is just gaining strength. But it's currently just chilling at this upper danger zone. So I would want to see it go lower to make this RSI line right here showing that, okay, cool, I'm gonna respect it and then drop. But other than that, this might go up a little again to make like a double top type of thing and then drop later on. So that's something you can watch out for. Hourly time frame doesn't really look that great, I'm pretty sure. Oh, actually, yeah, it looks pretty great for a buy, unless, like I said, price respects. If price, ooh, hold on. The way how this RSI line is, it looks like price could still drop some more, but if price does end up breaking through the RSI line and then retesting it, that's a good trade to get into for a buy. It breaks through, hits up at 117.700, drops down to 117.525, and then picks up to 118. That might be possible. That might not be a bad trade idea, but like I said, I'd personally wait on this. Doesn't look 100% as of yet. So, if you want, be risky, you could go ahead and get into that buy. It's all in your discretion. But I wouldn't personally. That's just me. Let's go ahead and take a look at the US indices. Or actually, no, before I do that, let's look at everybody's favorite, a pair that I don't like trading at all anymore, which is crazy to hear. Gold. Gold is just, I don't even know what to say about gold. Gold, yeah, it's just I'm good on gold. I'd rather take my money somewhere else, because gold is just, I mean, currently price is just at the 1730 area, and it's been respecting. It's been just going along this upper danger zone. All I see is gold continuing going bullish right now. I don't like. Let me go look at the 4-hour time frame. Oh, yeah, thank you for the lower time frames, because it might be showing me a better picture. 4-hour time frame looks like gold might drop for sure. That's what it looks like. Price came up, retested the RSI line. Would love to see gold drop some more. Don't have full confirmations here just yet. We still have the arbitrage line on the low approach to cross through the ground zero, and we still have the arbitrage and the Z lines over here that needs to cross the ground zero for the sell to be confirmed. But so far, so good. You can watch out for that later on. But like I said, y'all could have gold. I'm not trading it. And I remember Peyton was the one that even told me about, oh, gold looks like it stopped hitting, and then from there it just dropped. He would have been, if he would have gone in that trade, he would have 0 drawdown. And that was a sniper move. Or was it over here, I think? Yeah, it was over here. Pretty sure it was right here, yeah. He would have 0 drawdown on this trade right here. That's crazy. But anyways, that's for gold. Oh, then you played yourself. I'm joking. If you're not in it, then you played yourself. All right, this is definitely the wrong Dow Jones. I hope I hope that people got out of the Sp500 trade when I mentioned it on Friday, because it still looks like I really don't know if the Dow Jones is going to go bearish anytime soon. It looks like it still wants to go bullish, because all it did was a couple of days ago come down, retest the RSI line. It looks like it's continuation. Everything right here is pointing up, so this is still a buy. If price does end up breaking through this little area right here, definitely expect the Dow Jones to continue going bullish. That's all I have to say about it, honestly. 4-hour time frames called for the buy. I don't even like where the RSI line is at. It's called for the buy. The Atlas is calling for the buy in the background. On the 1-hour time frame, yeah, this is going bullish. This is, oh man, yeah. Literally when market open, went bullish. So like I said, I hope that people got out of that Sp500 trade when price was still at my entry. That would have been, sorry, that's still my. That would have been pretty upsetting if you would have stayed in instead. Let's go on to Sp500. AUD Ncd, sure thing. I'll go over that once I take a look at, once I'm done with these, and then I'll end off the call with some Bitcoin, Ripple, Ethereum, and all that. No problem. All right, so yeah, SPX500, like I mentioned, hope you got out right here. Wait, hold on, let me make sure. Yeah, I hope you would have gotten out when price came back down to retest right here. That's when I'm like, okay, guys, get out the trade. Price is bullish on here, and it's like I said, as long as price breaks through here, which it might not. Hey, we may not know. Price might not end up breaking through here, but if price does, we'll still continue going past this second deviation. We might just come to the third. And like I said, everything is pointing up, so there's no reason to be trying to catch price going up and trying to sell it. Really, although yes, you want to sell high, but not in this case. I don't think price is going to want to slow down right now. It should. Like, I don't know why USD pairs are moving so much during Tokyo session, but it is what it is. So that's that. NAS 100 looks the same, so I'm not even going to go over that. Let's go look at AUD Ncd. I remember we were looking at it the other day and see what it's doing. Whoa. It actually decided to sell after that one day when I was saying that it should sell, and it never did. Would you look at that? Hold on, let me go on the 4-hour. Wait, that's definitely the daily. Yep, this is what I was talking about. So price, well, not here. I think it was on the 1-hour chart, but price was supposed to drop around right here on the hourly. Let me just go there. No problem, Rain. Have a good night. Hope you got some good content from here. All right, so this is what I was talking about. So over here is where I wanted to catch the first AUD Ncd buy, but I ended up getting out because price did end up going bullish. And then so price came the second time, and then that's when it actually decided to go. It did a little fake out, but then it ended up actually falling a very much good amount. So exactly, that's exactly what I was thinking, Christina. So I think that it would definitely go into a buy, especially on the 1 hour. I think this might be a solid buy if it does decide to move up. But I'm not liking the way how this candle is currently looking. But everything on the hourly is pointing up for a buy, so this might be someone's opportunity to get in before price goes bullish. 4-hour time frame. It looks like it might be respecting this mean line. Hey, no problem. The more questions you ask, the better, right? And so it's respecting this mean line, but I wouldn't be really opposed to price coming up right here to retest the RSI line and then continue dropping. That's something that I'd rather prefer to see rather than just price respect here then drop. So this might be a good setup right here for a trade. And it matches right up with these deviations up here. So that's a good possibility for that to happen. But I don't like where the RSI line is at. That's my only issue. I'm not really caring for where the RSI line is at. AUD USD sounds good. I'll go ahead and take a look at AUD USD. But yeah, AUD Ncd, it looks like it's all good for a buy, personally. Yeah, hey, that might be the best decision that you can make. Just wait and see what it does. So AUD USD, I had called for this sell. I'm currently getting out of this. Well, I've already gotten out of this trade actually. I looked at it during market open, and I got out of this trade. I want to see if price is gonna potentially come back up to retest this mean line, or even come up to the upper danger zone before dropping. I think the US dollar should be losing strength, so I still just believe price is just gonna go bullish. Especially and it's already setting up for a buy. It's been oversold right here. Daily time frame, it's definitely bullish on the daily time frame. But where it's at currently is something that I want to be like, okay, maybe price might drop from here, because it's currently just riding on the upper danger zone. So I want to wait and see what happens. But like I said, as for right now, I'm currently bullish on this. Nothing's telling me to buy. So, I mean, nothing's telling me to sell. So I'll just wait on that. Well, I mean, if we go on the 15-minute time frame, then maybe. Yeah, on the 15-minute time frame price, let me drag this up. Yeah, price, well, dang, price started from the jump, but prices came bullish, showing that it's oversold, but I still think price can go up. But we'll see what happens, right? Not really crazy about getting in anything that I've seen so far, except for, what was that one trade that I put an alert for? Except for GA, but like I said, that's only if it's gonna go higher. Let's see. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and take a. Oh yeah, look, it's still going up, and I'm pretty sure AUD Ncd is buying as well, because it's probably the Australian dollar that's gaining strength. Oh, well, never mind. That didn't move at all. All right, let's go to Bitcoin. I'm gonna wrap this up very shortly. Let's go look at some Bitcoin. Bitcoin be playing games. All right. So Bitcoin literally just, it always does this when I'm thinking about it. Bitcoin always does some crazy ass move when I'm thinking about it, and I haven't looked at it in a couple of days. But anyways, I'm interested to see how this plays out, because according to this band, price should be going into a sell soon. We've been talking about it in the Slack group. No problem, Missy. I'm glad you do. I'm glad you do. But yeah, the way how this looks for Bitcoin, this looks like it's gonna go into a sell. And it's like everything is starting to line up for that. And we've been talking about this for a couple of weeks now, that, oh well, price might actually end up dropping. But I want to see how price reacts to this. I want to see how price reacts to this RSI line, and it's just, if it breaks it, then hey, what can I say? It might go into the sell. When price called for the buy previously, it went bullish. When it called for the sell previously, it went bearish. So if it calls for the sell on the daily, we might see something happen every single time it has. So let's see what happens. But definitely, preferably, I have a buy limit right here at 8,500. Just right in here, just to fake out traders. Come down here and then go up. My stop loss is at 7,900, but I kind of, just based off of looking on the daily time frame, this looks like it might go bearish. Especially since it literally came to 10,000. It didn't even go to 10,000. Wait, what's the highest it came to? Yeah, it didn't even go to 10,100. It just straight up went to $10,074, and then immediately dropped. Didn't even spend 4 hours up there. So I don't know. Maybe this halving is gonna put Bitcoin back down in price before it goes jumping again. So we'll see how that goes. But definitely have my buy limit right here. And my stop loss, like I said, 7,900. I'm putting it steep because I'm not personally trading with high lot sizes with Bitcoin right now. Want to see what it's gonna do, because I'm personally, like I said, just looking for a price to buy. Ripple, it breaks up my heart. Ripple, you're breaking my heart. I need you to go up, man. But anyways. Yeah, Ripple, look what it's doing. Same thing. It looks like it's selling. So sorry about that. What could potentially happen is price comes down to $17, 17 cents, go back up. Ripple has been very, very annoying, but I'm in this for the long run. Like I said, I'm more focused on holding these in a wallet for the long term rather than looking for it right now. But yeah, Ripple, you're breaking my heart. I want you to buy. Let's see how it handles this RSI line. I mean, this mean line right here. It could possibly just come down, retest it, go bullish. Let's see how that plays out. Ethereum, I'm pretty sure is doing the same thing as all the others. Oh, not so much. It's doing this. I mean, it's riding this RSI line just like Bitcoin. So let's see what it does. It possibly could just jump up from right here. That's something that I would like to see personally. But if it crosses through, I would sell it, because hey, that's what the bands are telling me to do, right? They tell me to sell, I sell, and then when they tell me to buy, I buy. Simple as that. And Litecoin, likewise. Litecoin looks more like Ripple. So Litecoin looks like Ripple, while Ethereum looks like Bitcoin. It looks like it's resting over here on this mean line. If it breaks through here, I expect to sell it. But everything on cryptocurrencies right now looks bearish. So we'll wait a little bit for those who are bullish on it, see what happens for it to go down, and then possibly buy when it's low, right? Any questions, guys? Any questions? My hour is up. I'm pretty sure my man Payne's gonna get on. I'm gonna get on his call. Look for some confluence from his way of trading, because I know he likes to trade with volume and price action and also market structure. So I'm gonna definitely check that out. But any questions before I log off? All right. Well, if no questions, then I'll go ahead and log off. I will be posting this up very shortly, and I hope everybody was able to get some insight on what to expect throughout the week. So I hope everybody has a good rest of the weekend, and let's make some money.